My impressions from the festival are that it was a great meeting place for me personally. I have met very interesting people, not only in the jury but also from the festival. And we had great long discussions about film. So for me it was a very interesting and calm meeting point, because a festival in a smaller city enables you to have the time and the energy to focus on something for a longer time, and also to actually be in touch with the people who are there, and you don't get lost in the organism of the big festival and all the various events it has. So basically this was the strongest part of the festival, and really I don't feel like leaving, which is very surprising. I usually look forward to going home. So it was a very pleasant trip to Astra Film Festival. The selection was also surprising for me. I was in the jury for the international competition and Romanian films competition, and I was very interested in watching Romanian films, and I was very happy that I had this possibility to see a whole block of new Romanian documentaries. And I was surprised about how many of these films were actually focused on historical topics, on balancing with the history. And I found it really interesting, because I come from Czech Republic, and I don't see that in the documentary film there for now. At these years we're focusing on our history and trying to communicate it somehow through documentary. So it was very interesting to find out about many topics. But the main aim when you look for films is that you look for something new, I think, for some discoveries. And I think that also happened. I mean, the film Waiting for August is just a beautiful film, and it is really surprising because the director is not known at all, and it's actually her first feature-length documentary. And it's surprisingly strong in the way that she documents the reality, and the reality becomes the texture of the film. And that's just the strongest part. And also she's pointing on a big topic through stories of strong little personalities. And also then we gave a special mention to the Resolutions 2014, which is a short French-Romanian film. And this was exactly the film where we were thinking that there is something other, that there is a different approach to it somehow, and we could focus that it's actually the visual part, the visual construction of the film that was very strong and that helped the story, the content itself. So this was rather a mention. It was a prize for the best cinematography in Romanian film. But it was rather to point out to this director that perhaps his other films will be good. We had a very long discussion with our jury, one of the longest I have ever had in juries. And it was a very natural process. It was not like voting or any rational decisions. It was that we commented on each film. And we got to a phase of a whole deconstruction. I think we all got lost in a moment, because we realized that maybe the film that we thought that we want to award will not be awarded, and then we talked more and more, and then it was starting to get a body again, and we somehow started to agree on things as well. And so the whole process was very natural, I think, and it was very interesting. And we were all very different in the jury, but that's really healthy. But in the end, I mean, how do you, what is a jury decision in a way? Sometimes it's the most democratic decision. So then it's actually the most average film that wins. Sometimes it's the most radical film that wins, but yeah, it's a question. Doc Alliance Films is an online platform. It's a curated space where we present weekly documentary programs worldwide. It's mainly documentaries that aspire for a theatrical distribution, but of course theatrical distribution is an illusion for documentaries, so the internet is a substitute for this. So Doc Alliance Films exists for 9 years now already, I mean the platform. And we have over 1,000 films to stream and download legally. And we present a weekly free stream program. So we present online retrospectives of big filmmakers like Agnes Varda, Nicola Philibert, Jürgen Lett. Now we had Helena Třeštíková. Or we have also national cinematographies, for example. Now we had the Romanian documentaries online. It's rather a project that likes to educate and to present and promote documentaries that travel to film festivals and need to be presented somehow. The selection is based mainly on Doc Alliance, and that Doc Alliance is an alliance of 7 film festivals, which is a very important thing to say. The platform is absolutely powered by this. The 7 film festivals are, in my opinion, the best European documentary festivals. It's, if I may list, it's the FID Marseille in France. There was a guest from FID Marseille in the jury this year as well. CPH Docs in Copenhagen, a very progressive festival in Copenhagen. Then it's in a festival in Warsaw, Festival Doc Leipzig, a festival in Czech Republic, Jihlava Film Festival, and Nyon, Visions Durel in Switzerland, and Doc Lisboa in Portugal, in beautiful Portugal. So we're all from different countries, territories, and we all also have a different cultural base there. So also the promotion and distribution of documentaries in these countries are all different. So in this we merge, and so the program of the platform is mainly based on the programs of these film festivals. Any film that has been to a film festival I have just named is automatically selected to the platform, but they're not obliged to go online, of course. Then I also travel to other film festivals like Rotterdam or Locarno. We go to Venice, we look for other, and we go to like Astra Film Festival, to other film festivals to search for films, and especially to communicate with directors and producers in person, because still putting films legally on the internet is a bit of a question. Of course, I mean, what is more fascinating than the reality, of course, but I mean, also documentary film is art, and there are many activities that try to support this. I think each country has a documentary festival that supports this and presents it, and I think it just was a question of people finding out what documentary film can be. It's a film, and film is art. So I think no matter how strong the topics are, what are happening around us, but of course, I mean, now is the time when more countries are democratic, right? and so of course the freedom of speech is at least somehow touchable. So people feel more free to shoot documentaries, of course. But so I think it's just becoming an established part of film festivals, and I think it's also interesting to see documentaries in film festivals that are not only documentary film festivals. For example, in Rotterdam, you just have to go through the whole catalog, and you need to through the synopsis you actually find out if the film is a documentary or not, and maybe even not after that. You don't know. You know, so a documentary is a part of the feature film program. It's just a film, you know.